jury in the above entitled action find the defendant not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty.
For over 20 years, I've helped the wrongfully accused prove their innocence. When someone doesn't have the resources, that freight train of injustice will run them down. Learn how we can help fight for your freedom at Cridine.com. Welcome this Tuesday, August 14th, 2018. I have a question for you, and I really want you guys to ponder this one. If you do not have a weapon and you are not posing a threat against someone, can they pull a weapon on you, and can they fire on you, killing you, shooting you, whatever you will? Is that legal? The answer, in most states, it is illegal, even if it's law enforcement. So how are police officers who are wrongfully killing people, not just black, but Hispanic, Latin, white, Asian, all races, how is this happening? Where's the accountability? Good question. When I was 17 at this time. I was still in high school. Group of us were in my car. We had drove to the neighboring town's high school. We were there to pick up some girls just to go hang out. We were not on school property, and officers pulled up, said, "What are you doing here?" So I'm just picking up a couple of friends. They said, "We need ID from everybody." I said, "Okay, my ID's in the car. Get your ID out." I walked, to open the car door. A cop puts a gun right in my face. Again, I was 17 years old. This is going back to the early 90s when this happened. So now I have a gun in my face, and I didn't know what to do. I was a young kid. I was freaked out. He told me, "Don't move." And I froze. Didn't move. My friends were, very upset. And lo and behold, I was the only minority there. And he told me, "Nigger, if you move, I'll blow your effing head clean off your shoulders." Again, I'm a 17-year-old kid. I said, "How am I supposed to get my ID, sir?" He said, "Tell me where it is, I'll get it." Stop right there. First of all, that's him entering my vehicle. I didn't want him in the vehicle. That's a legal search and seizure, because they're not just going to grab my wallet. They're going to look for other things. There was nothing in the car. But how many people get caught up like that? How many times does someone have something planted? Happens all the time. So please don't be some bleeding heart individual and tell me that, "Oh, that doesn't happen. That's a fallacy." Go on YouTube. There's videos of it all over the place. So what happens next? You want to know? I'm frozen solid. Now, a bunch of people are out there. School has let out, and people are now looking. And they're like, "Oh my God, what's happening? What's happening?" Now, I'm the only one, again, standing there with this gun in my face and this officer yelling at me. He's yelling commands and demands at me. And I just froze. I didn't know what to do. It took another officer to walk over to him to calm him down. And he told the officer, "Back off. I got this." He said, "No, calm yourself down." He had to bring him down a few notches to get him back to level. And of course, I left this out, but all the officers were Caucasian. So what happened? He put his weapon away. Everything kind of calmed down. The other officer said, "Can I go get your wallet out of your car?" I said, "No, sir, I don't know what's going on." He said, "Do you have a license?" I said, "Yes." Here's the smart officer. He went around to the other side, opened the passenger door so he can see everything that was going on. I get my wallet, give me ID, and he runs my stuff, tells us to sit tight, comes back, says, "You have no priors, you have no warrants." He goes, "You guys are just here to pick up these girls." Now the girls are all upset. One of them's crying. I said, "Not anymore, officer. I'm going home." And that was it. I went home. And when I told my parents what happened, they were livid. Livid. They contacted the police department, wanted the officer's name. They wanted to make a complaint. They told us to come to the station. And my mother, very smart lady, said, "I'm not going over there. You only set me up. I want to know this officer's name." Lo and behold, it went nowhere. So here's my question for accountability. What if there was a device that every time an officer pulled his weapon out of his holster, that device recorded it? with a timestamp. And what if the police departments don't get to monitor or edit it? It goes to a third-party company that is holding these officers accountable. And the officers have to write a detailed report of why they pulled their weapon. Here's what I'm saying. If it's justified, the report will state that. There'll be a log, there'll be a record. It'll actually help prove when people are guilty or shootings or whatever. Because body cameras, they know how to edit that stuff. You know, why do you think it takes a week or two to see the body cam footage after an incident? They're editing it. I got that information from a film guy. But anyway, I'm not going to go down that road. So what if that device can exist? What if someone invents that? What if we patent that? Someone better get on the ball. With all this GPS technology and everything, it's time to figure this stuff out and hold officers accountable. Officers that are out wrongfully doing jobs. The ones that are upholding their oath in serving and protecting the community, I'm not even talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that are, behind closed doors, have secret agendas and things are being carried out left and right. We see it every day. It's not even a secret anymore. So let's see if we can get that done. So there's an idea for you. It's probably worth $1 billion. Somebody needs to invent a device or a holster that sends a GPS signal every time that weapon comes out of the holster of a police officer, law enforcement. That will also give the officer's exact location if he's in distress. So we're solving two issues here. If the officer can't reach the radio or the radio gets broken or dropped. So now you have two birds with one stone. So let's try that, ladies and gentlemen. Officer accountability.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! The truth! The truth! The truth! The truth! The truth! The truth!